we have Australia's largest range of tyre brands and sizes. Find a cheaper identical tyre locally stocked and we'll beat it. At Bob Jane T-Marts, we'll look after you.
Round 19 VPL action here at Lakeside Stadium, South Melbourne hosting Pascoe Vale. South have had a great run of form over the last few weeks and they need to continue it here today, John Cora, if they hope to get a position in the top 5.
Most definitely, David, with the semi-final cup exit on Wednesday night against Green Gully. South need to bounce back in the league, and a win here today will consolidate its spot in the top 5 as we speak. So it's imperative that we get 3 points here today against Pascoe Vale, who are near the bottom of the ladder.
Well, Brand, good to see him back in the starting lineup after missing the cup game. Rickson lays it down for Tyson Holmes. Oh, geez, Tyson, not a bad effort there from outside the box. He really got into that one.
Most definitely, David, as we see Trent Rickson lay it off with his chest to Tyson Holmes. A bit of an audacious shot from a fair distance, and it wasn't that far off, David, but Stefan Sardelic in goal didn't seem to be troubled too much as we see it sail harmlessly over the bar. Stefan Sardelic not really troubled there.
Throw from Marler. Going up the line, Rickson stands his ground. Hopper pinches it. Now goes across to Epifano. Epifano, he's got a couple in the box here. He goes inside looking for Sulsma. There's the goal. There's 1-0. Nick Sulsma scores, this time with his head. Good move there by South Melbourne. Nice cross by Epifano. And they deserve their lead here. They've been positive in the first few minutes. Good to get an early one, John.
Important to get an early one, David, as you see Epifano from the near side. He sends it in, and Sulsma, unmarked, meets the ball with his head and heads past Stefan Sardelic, who I think could have done a lot better there, David, and we'll see it better behind the goals here. Yeah, Stefan Sardelic scoops that into the net. He really should have saved that, the young goalkeeper, but in the end it's South with the 1-0 lead and Nick Sulsma with his second goal for the club.
Good start by South. And now they want to hit back quickly here, Pascoe Vale. They've got a chance now out wide. They've got a couple of runners in the middle. Ball going inside there. The header from Santilli, and it's straight back. Pascoe Vale have hit back in just a couple of minutes. It is 1-1 here, John Cora. Can you believe that? The South crowd are stunned. Pascoe Vale delighted. Lucas Santilli with the header.
Well, I thought South would go on with this game, David, having established an early lead. But as we see, Pascoe Vale very positive. They go in with a very good cross, and Lucas Santilli loses his marker and heads it past Pika Valles, who's stranded on the spot there. That's a very well taken goal, David.
Holmes trying to steal that one, but no luck. And all of a sudden, shouts for a handball, not paid. That time the shot going just wide on the near side there. All of a sudden, Pascoe Vale looking pretty dangerous. We're looking for their tall bodies in the box. That ball floated up high, and that looks like a handball. Yes, he's paid it. It's a penalty. Well, Tyson Holmes, I'm not sure what he was doing there. Johnny just had his hands straight up. Quite bizarre. Let's see what happens here on the replay.
I don't know what he was doing either, David, as we see the ball played into the box. Tyson Holmes with his hands up, and the ball, I think it's Joey Youssef who flicks it on, hits Tyson Holmes on the hand, and sorry to say, that's a clear handball, David. The referee points to the spot, and it's Ferrante that can put Pascoe Vale 2-1 up.
No mistake by Ferrante, hits it straight past Gavalis. And well, an exciting first 17 minutes of this game. Pascoe Vale have the lead. South Melbourne only themselves to blame.
Indeed, David, as we see Ferrante, Pika Valles goes the right way, but Ferrante's penalty is very well taken. There's not much the goalkeeper can do about that, and South all of a sudden are 2-1 down.
Oh, Pascoe Vale. Brad Norton, well done there. Put his body in and steals the ball. Now he's got runners on the right-hand side. He might switch it over. Gives it to Holmes. Doesn't shoot this time, Holmes. Uses Sulsma. Plays that one in. Luke Hopper. Chance on the turn for Hopper. It's a goal. It's 2-2. South Melbourne hit back. And after a 0-0 draw last time these two teams played, in 30 minutes, John, we've had 4 goals. It's a thriller already.
Yes, it is, David. Very exciting after half an hour played here. And as we see Brad Norton initially winning possession, playing it to Holmes, who passes it to Sulsma. Sulsma an assist and a goal already today. His ball finds Hopper, who turns his marker and fires it across Stefan Sardelic and into the bottom corner. I think it may have taken a deflection as well. Yes, it does take a slight deflection, but I don't think that would have mattered because he hit his shot well and it probably would have gone in anyway. And Stefan Sardelic, nothing he can do to stop that. It's 2-2 here at Lakeside Stadium.
Well, now Rickson, who's looked very mobile over the last few weeks, got himself into great shape, puts a cross in there low. Luke Hopper turns Hopper with the shots, but no venom in it. Straight at Sardelic that time. Chance here from the set piece. Sulsma hits that one high, looking for a tall target. The ball headed away. Chance for Tyson Holmes. Oh, off the post and bounces away. No luck again for Tyson. But Rickson keeps it alive. The ball played in. Chance now. Brand can't reach that one. Rickson again. They'll put it in for a third time here, South Melbourne. That looked like a handball. The shouts for handball, the shot blocked. Another shot tipped over the bar. Well, action scenes here. And John, they look very angry here, the South players. It looked like a handball to me. I'll be very interested to see that replay here.
Well commentated, David, because there were some wild scenes there in the last few minutes as we see Tyson Holmes. What a wild shot that is. That hits the post. Tyson Holmes is probably the most unlucky South player this season. And as we see here again, the shot beats Sardelich, but not the post, and it goes out. Pascoe Vale temporarily clear the danger, but South win it back, and we see what looks like a clear handball. Robert DeVito handballing in the area. Referee doesn't pay it. Trent Rickson's shot is blocked, and it falls to Luke Hopper, but Sardelich makes a good save and tips it over for a corner. South winning the corner there as we see Sardelich's block. He does well to tip it over the bar from Luke Hopper's shot, and South win a corner in the end.
Well, Hopper, always dangerous with the ball at his feet, as is this man, Sulsma. Lovely with the set piece as well. It was a clear handball, surely. Robert DeVito, again, the referee's missed it. Have a look at this, John.
I think this one's more obvious, David.
Oh,
and it is, the arm is up and the referee's right there. He sees it. Looks like he's going to blow for it, but in the end, he allows play to go on.
Norton floats that ball across. Brian Brand keeps it alive. Sulsma. It's been good today, Nick Sulsma. Tries to turn onto his right foot. Plays it in for Rickson. There's the goal. South have the lead. 3-2. Trent Rickson gets it from Sulsma. A beautiful move. A great finish. South Melbourne deserve their lead here, and they're excited. The fans going off. Well, it's been an interesting game, John Coro. That was a great move by South.
Well, it is, and it was a fantastic finish by Trent Rickson, but Nick Sulsma, 2 assists and a goal today. He's been fantastic. Look at that. That's an inch-perfect cross. Rickson out-jumps Joey Youssef there and heads it past Sardelich off the post. As we see the header from behind the goals, that's a brilliantly placed header. Sardelich can't do much about it, and South has a 3-2 lead here, David. Credit to Nick Sulsma and also, of course, Trent Rickson for the goal.
Now, still dangerous here. That looked like a foul on Jawadi, not paid. There'll be play on here. And they've got some runners going forward. That one's surely offside. No, the flag stays down. Well, that was interesting. It looked to be clear offside. Fans not happy. The shot will come. Good save, Gavalis. He did well there because they could have pinched that Pascoe Vale, but they're not happy about that, South.
Linesman David doesn't flag offside from Joey Youssef's ball forward, and in the end, we need Pete Gavalis to come out and make a good save from the resultant shot one-on-one with him, and he does well to save that in the end.
Well, the free kick, very dangerous from a set piece here. And that one's whipped in and just wide. It would have had Gavalis beaten, but it was just wide there.
Yeah, well, there were some hearts and mouths there, David, as Ferrante lined up that free kick, and Pete Gavalis watched that sail just wide of his goal.
Gavalis pumps this one long. Time running out. South Melbourne would love to pinch the fourth one here. And that one, yes, that'll be a foul on Milatovic. That time he was holding back Luke Hopper. He's not happy about it, nor is the referee, and that's a red card. Oh dear, Milatovic is off. The referee in no doubt there. We can only assume he said something, but clearly it wasn't for the initial foul. I mean, he's not happy there, Milatovic. He said something to the referee, and he is off.
Well, it looked like just a foul here on Luke Hopper. Had his hands all over Luke Hopper. The linesman, I should say, flags for a free kick. Milatovic turns around. You see the hands go up. Obviously, there must have been some sort of dissent there. Dish towards the referee, and the referee has no hesitation in dishing out the red card, and Milatovic is sent off, which obviously delights Trent Rickson as well.
Norton heads that one on. Sulsma, close to man of the match today, you'd think. Now using Jawadi. Chance now going forward. They love to wrap it up here. Epifano with the shot, and I think that one's been tipped wide. Well done there, Sardelich, because it was a pretty good shot in the end there by Epifano.
Credit to Sardelich here as we see him get down low and stick his right hand out and tip that wide for a corner. Good shot there and a good save by Sardelich.
Norton plays that one into the box. They're just going to hold it here, South, or they can't quite manage to. Chance for Tyson Holmes. Hits another shot, and typical of Tyson's luck, can't quite get it on target. Oh, Tyson, the bad luck continues for him. He looks very sore there. He's going to be subbed off for Alan Kearney. Deep into injury time here. South Melbourne just want to hang on. That ball floating around. They're waiting for the final whistle here. Can't quite soon enough as... Yes, it can, in fact, after Kelly's clearance. The whistle comes. The referee brings it to an end. A 5-goal thriller in the end. It had everything. All 4 goals early in the game. A red card. South Melbourne coming from behind after going in front early. Well, let's just say they deserve the 3 points, John, and the season is alive.
Certainly is, David. South consolidate the position in the top 5, and as we look at the stats, South dominance in terms of balls into the area, and Pascoe Vale had a lot of turnovers, and I think South were the better team on the day and deserved the 3 points.
3 league wins in a row and we've charged into the top 5. There must be a really positive feeling around the rooms at the moment.
Yeah, there is. I mean, everyone's hyped up to get into the finals and win it, you know. We're really looking forward to it. It was a hard game, but we're glad we got the 3 points.
It's been a few weeks now since you and a number of the other guys crossed over from Dandenong. Do you feel like you've really gelled well together at your new home?
Yeah, well, as you can see, we've got the wins and stuff, so yeah, I reckon we've all gelled together. You know, we need to win, get into the finals, hopefully.
Now, if we were to make the finals, and it's looking pretty good at the moment, but there's a few weeks to go, if we make it, do you think we can go all the way?
I personally think we can.
It was a great start to the game, scoring early on, but then it was a bit of a shock to go behind after just 17 minutes. Did you ever really think that the game was beyond you, or were you always confident we were going to come back from there?
I mean, not really. I always thought we were always in the game, especially controlling it so comfortably after we went 1-0 up. I think we just took our foot off the throw a little bit, and we let him back in. But then once we got the goal back through Luke to equalise, I knew we had the whole second half to come back and get the result. So I was always positive we could come back.
We know Chris Taylor's very big on getting the basics right and playing good, smart football, and importantly, getting your defence right. What's his message to the playing group at the moment?
I mean, of course, like you said, he really wants a clean sheet. But like some of the great teams, they always win on ugly games, and this was an ugly game, and we need the points, you know. And he said, "Let's just get the result in the end," and that's what we did. So that's what we had to do.
Fantastic game. First of all, congratulations on what really was a hard-fought win.
Yeah, thank you. I think we started good in the game with an early goal, and then we didn't play our own game anymore, and we started a little bit nervous. Long balls and not the game we always used to play, and then we get 2 goals against us, and we had to start again. And when we start to play our own game again, I think we were the better team, and it was waiting for us to score the goals, but we make it for us too difficult in the beginning.
You must be looking forward, hopefully we can get there, must be looking forward to playing finals with South, because this seems like a team with great momentum that could do anything this year.
Yeah, like I said already last week, I think with our quality in the team, we have to play the finals, and we're on the right track now. And next week is a hard game again, and we need a couple more wins for getting the finals.
Ball's in our court now. You know, we've got into a place where we can make an assault on the top. Well, for me, top 3. I mean, top 3 is what we're after, and we're in breathing distance to that now. But 3 tough games coming up, but I think we're up for the challenge. You know, I don't really fear anyone in the league, and that was character building today. You know, it probably wasn't great in terms of defending early on. You know, and you're always got heart in your mouth at the end when there's only a goal in it, but showed a bit of character again, which is good.
The Melbourne Knights coming up next week, of course, a club you know pretty well from your past experience, and a club that obviously we know very well. It formed one of the great rivalries of Victorian football, and they're in great form at the moment. In fact, probably one of the best Melbourne derbies we've seen in a few years. So how do you prepare for a game like that, knowing that it really is a blockbuster clash, I should say?
Look, I think everyone knows the importance of the game. They're still eyeing off top spot. They're probably assured of a spot in the top 3. But for us, you know, the challenge is there, and that's what we like now, the challenge, because people had written us off. Now we're back. We've got a bit of life about us and a bit of character. So they're a tough side. We know they'll be physical, and I know the way Andrew Marth coaches, and he demands everything from his players, and that's the way they play. So it'll be a tough game, and they're a good side, but we're not bad either.